This is the screen recording for the long, low drone note that goes throughout the piece. This note is basically to create a sense of unease throughout the piece. And what I've decided to do with it is try and affect the person's emotion, the viewer's emotions, not just what they can hear. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm top and tailing it. I'm taking off the beginning of the track where the wave builds up. Because it's kick drum sample. Sorry, it's a kick drum sample, and basically it's going throughout. It's all I've done is I've taken the kick drum sample and top and tailed it so that I don't get the fade out of the kick after the initial impact. And I've also got the initial sort of spike. I've taken off before that spike, so a little bit of audio beforehand, so that it's just a constant audio track. And what I'm doing here is I'm looking for any fluctuations in amplitude or any problems that I might have with it. And I've decided what I want to do is try and pitch it down to see whether it's about the right note and whether it will change the length of the sample. It didn't change the length. Now it's changed the pitch, but it hasn't changed the length on it. So I think, yeah, I know why it is. It's because it's on free. So on a classical algorithm, what it would do is, as you change the pitch or something, it would change the length of it, as with, for example, as with vinyl. So if you, as in with old tape, so if you slow it down, it'll actually change the sample rate of it, so it'll change the length of the sample. Yeah, with this I decided to convert all of the audio loops, because I just looped the initial drum kick, converted all of them into one long track. However, I've just realised that there were a lot of spaces in the there was a lot of fluctuation in amplitude, sorry, and so I decided to delete them, and I've just looped what I had. So I'm converting them into real copies again to make sure that they're all, I can merge them together. And now this is one long kick drum sound that doesn't have major fluctuations in pitch where it's, you know, absolutely quiet or full whack. And yeah, what I've decided to do here again is I've reduced the pitch down just so that it's almost at the level I want it to be. However, I think it needs one more. So I've now reduced it quite a way. I've reduced it, I think that's the third time now, or the fourth time. And yeah, it's almost there in pitch. Now I've put it here to make sure that it actually sounds alright. You can't hear the difference between samples when it goes from one to the next. You can't hear something I didn't hear within the first sample. There's not looping issues, there's not peaking when the loop changes. Now I've noticed there's not, so after noticing that, I've also found out that the level of it's a bit too low. So I decided I want to limit it at 0.6 but increase the gain just so it at the same time distorts it a little bit. And through doing that, I don't think I need a distortion in the end. I was going to choose a distortion here, however I don't think I need one, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an EQ on it. However, I want the EQ, because I want to boost quite a lot in the low region, I want it to be limited at the same time, so you still get that almost compressed effect. Now I'm not using a compressor just because I want to make sure that it is really cut at that point, so you do get that slight distortion that I think will just help with the creating a feeling of unease. Yeah, I've taken the really low end off the bass just because I don't want it to be Probably not a very technical term, of course, but I don't want it to be too flappy. I don't want it to sort of sound like it's not suitable for the mix. It just doesn't sound like it's right if it's too low. Not that it's audible anyway, just listening to it through bigger speakers, I think it'll be too overpowering over the rest of the track. And you'll notice there I took the high end off as well. It's just because in the initial kick sound you could hear the spike of when the beater initially hit the kick drum. Now I wanted to take that out. I wanted to take the sound of the beater hitting it out, because I don't think that would be, it would, through looping, you'd hear it every single time it looped, and that didn't sound very good, so I took that EQ out and it seemed to remedy it. Yeah, what I've done here is I've got the sound I want, and I now just put in the I'm just looping the track, the sample, sorry, all the way throughout the track to the length of the video, or as near as I can do it from, with the naked eye. What I'll do afterwards is I'll zoom in, make sure it's, I've got it to the correct length, and then make sure it fits. And now, yeah, I've now merged all of that, so it's now one very long kick drum sound at a very, very low level, because it's been pitched down a few times, with the bass boosted as well, just so that it's got quite a bit of boom to scare all of the viewers and make them feel not at ease. Thanks for watching.